set a Cat 3 rating.
Hey everybody, welcome on the glide slope. We're going to be doing a PilotEdge flight today. We're going to be trying to get in the I-3 rating, which is a IFR tech route from John Wayne to Burbank. Tech routes are sort of like
I don't want to think I stepped on either.
highways in the sky around busy terminal areas like Los Angeles, where ATC has planned out sort of pre-approved routes between common arrival and departure locations that take into account terrain and take into account arrival and departure traffic and a lot of the things you'd have to worry about. So that's what we've got here. So I haven't flown an IFR flight in a long time. I really don't feel like I know what I'm doing as well as I should, but that's why it's a training class. So I think we're ready to go. The route is John Wayne to Seal Beach, and outbound on the 272 radial to Popper. That's an intercept with the 125 radial of Santa Monica VOR. Then we head to the Santa Monica VOR. Then we fly out on the 311 from radial until we intercept Silex, which is going to be 14 miles out on the DME, and Silex is going to be the initial approach fix for us to fly then the ILSY 8 approach into Burbank. So the weather in California is great today. I've put in a cloud deck from about 1,700 feet up to about 3,700 feet. We'll be flying at 4,000, and we will be our minimums at Burbank are about 1,600 feet, so that should be above minimums if everything goes as it should. So I'm gonna get started.
West ramp for 3 Papa Mike.
Cargo 3 Papa on the mic, no problem. Runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi Bravo Kilo.
20 right at Kilo, Bravo Kilo, 3 Papa Mike.
John Wayne clearance, November 15 Julie Golf is IFR Burbank. That's on file.
Pleasant 15 Julia Golf, John Wayne clearance, clear to Burbank Ballpoint Airport on departure flight 220 Radar Vector Still Beach that is filed. Maintain 2,000, expect 4,000 was minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 6461.
All right, and this is for the I-3, just so you know, and I'm a bit rusty, but I've got flight heading 220, cleared to Burbank, fly 220, radar vectors to Seal Beach, then as filed, expect 2,000 on departure, 4,000 after 10. I think you had 128.1 and I missed the squawk.
Baron 24 Juliet, turn right heading 170. So 5 Juliet Golf, I do have a request for the I-3 and the squawk 6461.
6461 and 128.1 was correct on departure frequency?
Plus 5 Juliet Golf, feedback correct.
Affirmative, thanks. Okay, they come fast. Got to be ready.
Los Angeles Grange Southwest 2907 is at terminal.
I actually had my craft on the opposite side of this, so let's just make sure I've got exactly what we're doing. So we are cleared.
Southwest 2907.
Craft cleared route, altitude, frequency, transponder. So we are cleared to Burbank.
24 left, Delta 7 Echo, Southwest 2907.
Route is going to be radar vectors to Seal Beach, then as filed.
Los Angeles Center, 125.27.
Altitude is going to be 2,000, expecting 4,000 after 10. 128.1
Juliet, 4.5
is our freak, and our transponder is 6461. Okay. All right, let's get the weather. Okay. John Wayne Ground Skyhawk 15 Julie Golf is at the west hangars with Echo for taxi, and for your information, we're using custom weather.
Plus 15 Juliet Golf, John Wayne Ground, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi Bravo Kilo. Thanks.
20 right at Kilo via Bravo Kilo, 15 Juliet Golf. Okay.
Conquest 3 Papa Mike, the squawk code should be 4264.
All right, Bravo Kilo is just straight ahead.
Palomar Tower, bearing 5724 Juliet.
I always get anxious before these things. You know, you fail, it's no big deal.
5724
People
Juliet,
fail them all the
Palomar
time.
Tower, wind 2409, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 24, 5724.
Okay, we'll switch over to tower, 126.8. Then our next frequency is going to be departure on 128.1.
Conquest 503, Papa Mike, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 7000. Southwest 2907, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Okay, so let's just make sure I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off. She's going to be vectors to Seal Beach.
November 7 Victor Foxtrot.
I've got pretty close to, I can dial in straight to Seal Beach, and then after Seal Beach, we're going to fly out on 272
There's 727 Victor Foxtrot.
for about 12
towards
minutes,
tower.
12 miles.
Right, 45.
Then we're going
on
to
the
intercept
FM to join the mini route approved.
the 125
Wind
radial.
6,
We're going to
road
follow
29
that
right,
up to
cliff
Santa
signal.
Monica.
Runway
And we're going to
29
fly
right,
out of Santa
clear
Monica
takeoff.
on the 315 and the 311
right
radial
to join the mini route.
for 14
Melbourne,
miles
Contact
until
Los
we
Angeles
are
Center
at Silex.
133.55.
And on the way, we're going to request the ILS Y8, and we need to remember to get the weather too on our way. Okay, let's make sure she
Southwest 2907.
knows we're ready to go.
Wind the altitude, climb, maintain 10,000.
John Wayne Tower, November 15 Julie Golf is 20 right at Kilo, ready for departure.
Cessna 15 Julia Golf, John Wayne Tower, wind 20014, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Thanks to the winds and clear for takeoff on 20 right. 15 Julie Golf. We are running no winds.
Correction. Conquest 3, Papa Mike, turn left, heading 070 vector thermal.
Okay, 220 is our first heading, and we're going to go up to 2,000 feet.
Palomar Tower, bearing 5724 Juliet's clear of 24. We're on Alpha 5. I'm going to taxi to the south hangar.
Malibu 409901, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain.
Okay, RPMs are good.
Baron 24 Juliet, taxi to
go.
parking via Alpha, remain this frequency. It's a pass for the I-2.
Thank you very much, and we'll taxi to parking with you. 24 Juliet.
Okay.
2907, contact SoCal approach 127.
No BSing and talking on this. We got to listen.
Cirrus 21 Golf, contact Las Vegas approach 118.4.
Okay, fly 220. We're past the runway. About 400 feet. We'll make that turn. I also don't have my location turned on the GPS, so or on the iPad, so we're doing this old school, and we will be in the soup.
Southwest 2907.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Bridge, Catalina,
We'll find out.
altimeter 3001. Climb and maintain 17,000.
So I'm just going to fly like I'm on instruments the whole way.
5 Julia Golf, contact SoCal departure.
Go departure, 15 Julie Golf.
Conquest 3, Papa Mike, traffic passing through 12 o'clock and 4 miles westbound, altitude indicates 6,500, type unknown.
Roger that, we got the traffic for Conquest 3 Papa Mike.
SoCal departure 15 Julie Golf is 1,100, climbing 2,000.
Or 6621 Golf, Las Vegas approach, altimeter 2988. I advise you have Las Vegas weather. And if you have a approach request, otherwise expect visual approach runway 19 right. Skylane 7901, runway 29 clear for the option. There's 7 Victor Foxtrot, frequency change approved. Cessna 15 Juliet Golf, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000, 15 Julie Golf.
Number 727 Victor Foxtrot Hawthorne Tower. Altimeter
Okay, our next
283.
thing is going to be 272.
Stand by for squawk code. Remain
Seal
outside
Beach
Los Angeles
VOR once we're to
space
Seal
at all
Beach.
times. Maintain VFR 2,500. Under 727 Victor Foxtrot squawk 4374 and confirm aircraft type, please.
Got traffic in front of us.
So it's the 5 Juliet Golf, turn right heading 280, join the Santa Monica 125 radio.
Right to 280 and join the Santa Monica 128 radio to confirm. 15 Julie Golf.
So it's the 5 Juliet Golf has joined the Santa Monica 125 radio.
125, 15 Julie Golf. I was watching that traffic.
Southwest 2907, contact Los Angeles Center 125.
Okay, we got 125 on the tail.
5.27.
We've blown our heading. Let's get back to that.
Someone was calling for clearance, say again.
There we go.
Legion 536, Los Angeles clearance. Actually don't have a flight plan on file for you. And there it just came up. Described, stand by. Southwest 2907, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
I can tell I'm rusty at this.
Legion 536, Los Angeles clearance, clear to Las Vegas McCarran International Airport, Loop 9er departures, but I'm numbered. Daggett transition, KPEC 3, which is now the KPEC 4 arrival. Climb via SID, except maintain climb via SID, except maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure.
Okay, we're coming up to our altitude, 4,000 feet.
5.2, squawk 6402. Thank you.
I think we've blown past the radial.
Legion 536, read back correcting. You wanted to amend the altitude to what? Legion 536, expect flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure.
Yep, I think we've blown past the radial.
Southwest 2907, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55. Skyline 701, runway 29er, clear to land, wind 290 at 7.
Yeah, the radial's got to be this side. We got to go get it. And we've blown our altitude. This is a fail all the way. Shows you I got to practice.
Southwest 2907. Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 330. Conquest 3, Papa Mike, contact Circle the Bridge 135.4.
135.4, 3 Papa Mike.
There's 727 Victor Foxtrot. Looks like you're circling there west of the field, which is what you should be. Contact Los Angeles Tower 119.8. Conquest 503 Papa Mike, Los Angeles, correction, SoCal approach, Ontario altimeter 29906, climb and maintain 1000. And Conquest 3 Papa Mike, check your, correction, clear direct thermal. There's 727 Victor Foxtrot, Los Angeles helicopters. Verify the squawk 4374 ident.
We're getting closer and closer to the VOR too.
Sierra's 21 Golf, turn left, heading 360, vector visual approach, just to maintain 7000.
Come on, radio, where are you?
727 Victor Foxtrot, your radar contact. Clear to enter Los Angeles Bravo airspace via the mini route. Maintain VFR 2500, Los Angeles altimeter 29908. So it's a 1-5 Juliet Golf. Looks like you kind of got yourself confused. You're going opposite direction now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call it a fail or for the I-3. It looked like you were headed the right direction and looked like you were almost joining the radio, and then you turned back to the east. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I set up reverse sensing on my VOR. I've been waiting for you to fail me. All right, thanks for your help, Jennifer. I appreciate it. I'm going to probably just ask to cancel IFR and make my way down and probably make a visual into, or ask you to clear me into John Wayne.
So it's a 5 Juliet Golf, Roger. You have John Wayne Airport in sight?
Affirmative.
It's a 5 Juliet Golf, Roger. Clear pitch approach for a 20 right, and you can contact John Wayne Tower 126 money.
20 right, and go to the tower 15 Juliet Golf, thanks. Yep, damn it. So that's the airport right there, and
Skyline 791, taxi to parking the Alpha.
I kept waiting for it to come in.
It's a pass for the Cat 3.
And I got to get my
Taxi by Alpha to parking, and thank you.
Okay, everybody, let's talk about that for a second. That was a very valuable training for me to fly, and you know, it's just a simulation in PilotEdge. It's not real world, but it's meant to be real world prep, and I was flying it, you know, thinking about after I complete my private, getting my IFR, and so I was taking it seriously. And you know, I made a ton of mistakes in that thing. There were two mistakes though that I think were the biggest mistakes, and the first was human factors. It was later in the day, I was tired. I had had a real world flight earlier in the day that was visual but quite challenging, kind of really taxed my flying brain. It was getting later in the afternoon, and I set up this situation that I knew was more than I probably could handle, and I even mentioned that in the video, and I even talked with qualifiers of I hope and I think and maybe. And you know, in the real world, if you're not feeling confident about a flight, you shouldn't go do it. And but I went, you know, I went for it because I wanted to test myself. And the beautiful thing about a simulator like this is that you can do that. You can test your skills. But it would have been a terrible decision real world. And then the second thing I did is I was so fixated on the tech route. I was so absolutely certain that I was going to fly that route, that I was going to go to Seal Beach first and then Santa Monica, that even though she said Santa Monica 25, I repeated back Santa Monica 25, and she said Santa Monica 25, I went to Seal Beach. and I kept looking for Seal Beach because I was just sure I was supposed to go to Seal Beach. And in that, I think having the chart in front of me actually made that worse, because having that chart on the iPad, I saw what my next waypoint was constantly, and I kept thinking, where am I with Seal Beach? And the fact that I didn't have visual conditions and I couldn't see that I was over the coast, that even made that more powerful for me. But that's the way IFR is, right? You can't see in those conditions. And so if I had just listened closely to ATC and followed directions, I would have been fine. But I was task saturated, had an expectation in my head, and I was following that expectation through to its conclusion. So just a simulation. It's meant to be fun, and it's meant to be something as a learning experience. This certainly was. It was so funny. I was convinced that air traffic control had made the mistake. I even had been thinking about writing a note to say, hey, just I had this thing happen, and posting it and saying, and I don't know that we got it right. I went back and listened to the, but then I went back and I watched the video, and I saw that she said Santa Monica, and I just wasn't listening. So as is mostly the case, PilotEdge controllers are right almost all the time. If you're making a mistake, it's probably on you. But it shows the power of the expectation. And I got to tell you, this is just a simulation, but in the real world, that stuff gets pilots into trouble all the time. They expect something and they disregard and deny what their eyes are plainly telling them. And my eyes were plainly telling me that I was on the wrong way. I was not where I was supposed to be in relationship to that Seal Beach VOR radial. And given the choice of presuming that either that I had been wrong and missing something, or that I was right and that something else was wrong, I presumed I was right. And that's a mistake. So anyway, there you go. We show the successes and the failures here on the glide slope. Thanks for watching in. If you have questions about the basement sim, please go to www.ontheglideslope.net, and I am chomping at the bit to fly this one again. Thanks again for watching.